Welcome to TN4's weekly live newscast. My name is JPlay and I will be your host for this evening. I'm also joined by my two co-hosts, Burns and Tyler. Go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
It's Burns.
Burns
What's
is
up?
back.
It's Cobra.
Alrighty, guys. Well, we're here. This is our cast number 3. I'm happy to say it. Last week's was absolutely phenomenal with the support and everything we had gotten from everyone.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much for the support. Thank you so much for the support.
Seriously. It's what keeps us moving, keeps us going. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So before we move on to our stories, I just want to say that our special guest is not here tonight. He ran into some family issues, so Campsites will not be doing a guest appearance tonight, unfortunately. But we do have a breaking live story that actually just came to us today, which we have backed up. Campsites was actually coming on to show to discuss it. But since he's not here, we're going to go ahead and discuss it without him, knowing that I have the permission to say that he did say it was legitimate information. So we'll save that to the end, and then we'll go, of course, to the live Q&A, which everyone just loves. And yeah, so...
Like, oh my god, I love it.
Okie dokie. Alright, let's go on here. Alright, so we're going to start with our first story. Burns, go ahead and introduce that, please.
Alrighty. So, we have here the, correct, we're talking about the recent promotions in Mounties Gaming. So here we have,
And also to clarify, this in no way was us trash talking Mounties Gaming.
no,
By
not at
any
all.
means.
Oh, so, here we have, a story. If you do not know, that Mounties Gaming actually had a couple promotions within the Commissioner's office. So we, mentioned about, Deputy Commissioner Sassacol, if I'm correct? Don't get me
Yes,
wrong if I
and
have that.
Almeida.
In Almeida, yes, and they became deputy commissioners. They have the call sign of 2 Foxtrot, and yeah, so we definitely put a story on their promotions, and congratulations to them if they are listening. And yeah.
Also, the promotion of Damien, which in the beginning was not mentioned in our story, due to that's not what our story was really about. Damien was already part of the command staff. When we went to promotions, we were not writing about Damien. Glenn or whoever had messaged us was upset about that we didn't include Damien's promotion. We're just setting things straight that it wasn't about him. We were just doing the 2 new people who were brought from lower ranks, like into command staff. That was more of what we were writing a story on, so we apologize for any misconception there. And also, in that story, we noted that Glenn, before he promoted anyone, Glenn had said, in fact, you'll see something in the near future, something he had commented on our YouTube video last week, he commented on, and he left that little hint in there, and then that's what ended up happening as he got promoted. So yeah, anything you want to say about that, Cobra?
I mean, I really don't know what to say about RCMP. Like, all I can say is that they're a big clan, but yeah, don't give hints to TN4 about anything. Just don't.
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll just find out. That's
They all-
all.
we have our sources.
Yeah, this is very true. Okay, so we're gonna move off of that. That wasn't really a hot topic. It was kind of more of just like a there it is kind of thing. Alright, so we're gonna move on to LCDOJ, hashtag meditation group meetings. I found this one very funny, when the story was written, because what's been going around in LCDOJ is we've been getting a lot of hate from their members, and we've been trying to figure out the reason why. And we've actually came to a conclusion. All the members in LCDOJ are very young. And from what we're being told, they're not very mature as well. So they're kind of like forming together like a little what we call like a clique of people who worship Polecat only because he's such an avid YouTuber with Bay Area bugs, things like that, people who are well known. So he's starting to form like a little clique, and everyone seems to be agreeing with Polecat and doing whatever Polecat says, following him wherever he goes, always commenting on his wall, making posts saying LCDOJ strong, hashtag we will stand forever, things like that. And pretty much what we call that as a mediation group meetings. That's what we called it on the because whenever they would post that, Polecat would like it, comment it, and do weird, funny hashtags about LCDOJ, like saying how they're gonna last forever. And this was kind of brought up after the whole alleged shutting down of LCDOJ. But what can you say? What about you, Burns? What do you think about that?
You know, and these guys, I've actually noticed too that they're very young guys within LCDOJ.
Mm,
Um, you know, with this meditation thing, I don't see how it's gonna help overall.
yeah.
That right ahead.
I'm sorry, I can't
Okay. What about?
meditate.
All right. What about you, Cobra? What do you think about this situation here?
Well, I mean, it's kind of it's kind of weird and stuff
But
because I mean
it's
you're
something that
coming.
it's expected though, is it not? Like, let's be
It's
honest. It
expecting,
definitely is
but
expected.
it's expecting, but see, like we went off. Like many people would say that we went too fast on that story about LCDOJ allegedly, shutting down. But I mean, we did what we did. Okay, we wanted to actually get it out there quickly, but we had many evidence
Hmm.
about the clan shutting down. We did not know what happened until Polecat, did a comment saying, all that stuff. That
Yeah.
he didn't want to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to pay a bill. I mean, if it's something that's important, I'll wake up at 4 o'clock to pay a bill. If it's something really important, am I right?
No, you're very right. And you know what? Paying bills at 4 a.m. It, if it's a website like one he owns, you would think he'd pay that bill at 4 a.m. or at least the day before it if he knew it was going to be getting shut down. I don't really think he's ever waiting on money because he's got a pretty big YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure he makes enough to keep his website up and running, things like that. But who knows?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I mean, I wouldn't expect to be paying a bill, but everybody freaked out about it.
Yep. Definitely. All right, so we'll move on to the next one. This is a pretty good one actually, which made quite a few people from our competition news roleplay media group upset. So
Mm,
Burns, you want to go ahead and lead that one, please, while I get the picture changed here.
of course. So, as you know, we definitely have had a rivalry within the Matrix. Um, so we had a huge problem um, with me and J-Play vandalizing their TeamSpeak. Um, we are still we're still investigating it, seeing the problems and stuff. But they took it out. If I'm correct, he is the vice president over there, Mr. Brian. He took it out on both me and Jay Play on Engine. Just a very utter rage on it and blamed it on us and didn't take an investigation to it. And, just assumed everything.
Okay.
Um. Okay. Which one were you talking about, Burns?
Maybe I skipped ahead.
Yeah, that's the
One.
one.
Yeah,
That's the one. Us. We'll
you
get to
skipped
that
one.
one later. We're actually on the
Alright.
issues at Symmetrix Roleplay Media #frustration. This actually comes down to things that the owner or director, president slash whatever the hell he is, whatever title he changes to every week, Brett, he had made a few comments to us on our server. He may say it was off the record. It's not off the record to us. Anything he says is always on the record. As we're told by our CEO Jay. Um, it's pretty much what he ended up doing. He came on our server. Conversations got a little personal. He started talking about his vice president Brian. He started talking about how how he's been frustrating a lot of people. He's really immature when it comes down to doing stuff that is serious. And pretty much, Brett had told us that Brian has quite the amount of anger issues, Which, it's not something we judge on. It definitely is not. I'm just saying this is what he told us. So, if Brian's sitting over there all happy with the spot he has, yet he doesn't know his director's sitting behind his back talking about him and all that stuff. Brett also came on and told us that he has plans to remove a few certain people from their job due to inactivity and unprofessionalism. And those two people were Alex S. and Officer Cam. Um, and when he told us, it's fair game for us to write what he told us. I mean, don't you think so, Burns? Cobra, what do you think?
Yeah, very.
It has to be fair game.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, he came on here himself. And,
Yeah.
he didn't. He could have just said
Like, if
no
it had
and
to
didn't
stay
tell
a
us
secret,
anything.
he wouldn't have said anything.
And there was definitely a lot of other things that
Yeah.
he definitely said. Just very unprofessional. He would say about his members.
Yep. No, I hear you. Definitely.
Okay,
Not
I'm
the
just
best.
like, sorry, my mind's kind of reading at the comments right now. All this stuff, jeez.
That's
I
alright,
mean,
we'll just keep going.
But just ignore them.
okay.
All
Is
right.
there
So
anything you want to add to that, Cobra, or no?
I mean, it's just like with Simtrix, it's like people say that we fight because we fight. We don't fight. We just have differences between. Okay, we think about them as copying us, and they don't. Like, yeah, we have opinions for each other, and everybody can agree with that. We have opinions that we want people to know about.
Yep.
I mean, it is kind of frustrating about
Definitely.
everything that's going on over at Simtrix and here and other
But
media groups
like
and
we said,
stuff.
it doesn't really affect us. It's not something that
It
bothers
does.
us. I mean, we do our own thing. We don't do what Simtrix does. They may have copied us off from the beginning, doing what we did, but eventually, not many people are gonna like what they do. Always positive, and it's not even like we write negative. Well, we do write negative. It's not like we write we don't write lies. That's the thing.
Yeah,
You
what
know.
like something that has
And
recently actually.
eventually, they're gonna have to start telling negative stories in order to keep their ratings up. That's kind of what we fell into.
Okay,
But it's
I
not like they're
actually
not
said
stories
this.
that don't people don't have to know. But go ahead.
But I actually said this in a previous live stream, and so I actually said that we are not into the business of actually, telling lies. We make sure we have everything straight. We recently I actually had someone come up to me and say that what we do is that we shut down plants. We don't do that here. We don't do that here at TN4. What we do is that we post the truth about what happens behind blog team speaks, about what happens off YouTube videos and stuff. That's what we post. We
Mhm.
don't do stuff to shut down their clans. If their clan shut down, it's not on us. It's because of them.
Yeah.
It's because they want to.
Yeah. But anyway, so moving on from that situation's kind of cleared up. Brian said what he did, and he's dealing with the consequences of it now, and that's pretty much that. So we're gonna move on to
Yep.
the Chief Executive Office hashtag internal investigations regarding Symmetrix Roleplay Media. And this was an issue that me and Burns are both, feeling the heat of at the moment. This never this wasn't me or Burns who did this. Apparently, Bretta came and told us saying that two people came on their server trying to destroy their server. One of his ex-members had given these two people, tags that allowed them to destroy their TeamSpeak server. And that wasn't us. We've been having issues with people copying, our names, our identities, people's staff from TN4, and we even have a story posted on that from the earlier in the month. We had a story written about that, saying just TN4 members are not allowed to connect to outside team speaks to discuss TN4 related matters or to represent as a TN4 staff member. So, and one of the biggest problems is Brett never came to myself or Burns to discuss any of this. He just right off. This was the first thing that popped up on his website was TN4 tries to destroy Simtrix server. That's exactly what he wrote. And he
It's
didn't say
very.
allegedly. He didn't say any of that. He put it out there that that's what we did, and it's not right. How
You
do you
know.
feel on that situation, Burns? Because I know you were upset about it too.
You know. It's very just absurd that somebody would blame something on us, and just because TN4 and Symmetrix have a rivalry or whatever you want to consider it, that doesn't mean that you have a right to go ahead and go on a TeamSpeak and just, put our names on there and vandalize their TeamSpeak. It's just who does that?
Yeah.
That means somebody either had a problem with Symmetrix or had a problem with us and wanted to do whatever to us to, have this sort of problem. So it's just I don't understand it.
Yep, and if that's Brett's accusation, then so be it. There's an internal investigation happening right now. The chief executive's office is looking into it, but until they comes up with a decision, then there's not much really to talk about. So we'll move on from then. That could take anywhere from like 1 to 2 to 3 weeks, from what I'm being told. So we'll see how that goes then.
Yep.
All right, so
Yeah.
go ahead and introduce the next story,
Oh.
Cobra, please. Or
Well,
did you have something you wanted to say on that?
I didn't like one. I'm kind of upset that someone wants to like imposter us. Someone wants to go into TeamSpeak saying, "Hey, I'm Cobra. Hey, I'm Jplay. Hey, I'm Burns. Hey, I'm with TN4." I mean, we know who we are. If you want to actually, if you have the life to actually go out and act like us, then why would you even be on games? Why would you even be on TeamSpeak? Because there is no life if you do that. Okay, and like. I'm actually reading these comments. I actually want to bring up what one person said. Jayhawk1180. What he said that we're adding to their problems. What we do is that we encourage what was just posted. We encourage big clans. Okay, but what we also do is that we don't shut down clans. As I said, we don't do that. What we do is that. How can I explain it? Okay, what he said earlier is that we talk shit about the clans. And then that's when they have problems. Well, it's because they don't want their website or their clan to be up on our site. How about that? It's basically what I'm trying to say. Once they see their clan up on our site, they're like, "Oh, why is that up there? Oh, why is that up there? Oh, that's all lies. That's all lies." But in a matter of fact, it's all the truth. So what we say is not lies. We have, like, how can I say it, Jeff Play? I'm trying to think of a word.
What's that?
We have enough physical evidence to actually prove everything.
Enough visual evidence from what we see, from what people tell us, the people who tell us these things, you think are just people who are upset with the clan and just messaging. These are like legitimate sources, and when they decide to remain anonymous, it's upsetting to us that we can't tell you who they are, because it would also make you believe at the same time, But we can't do anything about that, and we just bring you the information that we know is truthful. And that's pretty much that.
And, not to get off topic, but at the moment, you guys putting these comments in the chat is not going to get you anywhere.
It's not going to stop TN4. TN4 will keep going.
Like, it's not bothering us at all. It's just absurd that you guys think it's going to affect us to shut down whatever. All this language is just, ridiculous. We're here to put out best
I'm actually kind of laughing at some of the things these people are saying. It's pretty funny.
To pleasure you.
Yeah.
Like, we're here to put out what we enjoy. That's why we signed up to take the job that we have.
Yep.
If you guys want to be whatever with each other, that's all up on you.
Yeah, just because you're upset, most likely from Symmetrix, but we'll leave it at
just
that.
stop, because then we'll find out, and then we'll have a much bigger problem.
Yeah.
Let me actually add something real fast while Burns was on that subject. If Jplay wouldn't mind actually bringing up our main motto and our stuff, if he wouldn't mind bringing that up for me,
Oh
would
yeah,
you,
not a problem. Yeah, hold on. There you go.
Yeah, in the motto it says we don't put our emotions into it, we just do it. And so whatever you're saying here, you're probably gonna say, "Oh yeah, that's gonna hurt them. That's gonna hurt them. They're gonna put their emotions into it. It's gonna hurt their emotions." It's not. Okay, what we do here is that all the emotions that we have here, Jeff, can you help me out, Burns? I'm trying to think. All these comments are like just so funny right now.
You don't have to, whatever.
The comments, like I said before, not hurting us at all. We're not trying. We don't put our feelings into every. We never put our feelings in. We will never put our feelings into it because we don't want to be biased about everything and say me. I keep my opinions to myself. At the moment, it's just you guys are being ridiculous, and it's just whatever. And you saying you're gonna DDoS our site, go right ahead, buddy.
Yeah,
We have
have
definitely
fun.
DDoS protection on there.
We encourage people to
you,
DDoS our site.
If you want to go right ahead, if you can submit this, like your website's down.
I wish I had one of those things that's like an applause. I could play it. That'd be cool.
Hey, go ahead.
Yeah.
Would that make you
oh,
happy
and you
or
know what?
something?
Frozen Wire HD actually did make a good point. He said it's not like TN4 goes in and says this clan is over. That's not our decision. That's the clan's decision.
Yes.
Yeah,
That makes it's the clan's decision. We didn't make it for them. We didn't say, hey, listen, we just wrote this story about you. Now you need to shut down. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
like
it's
that.
just like his previous comment that has made saying the only thing that shuts down clans is the staff in the clan.
Yeah.
That is true. We don't do it. It's all the command staff in the clan that decides about it.
Yep.
I mean, I just said it's not us. It's all them.
Yeah. Whatever. What are you gonna do? All right. So you want to move on to the next story, or you have anything else you want to say to these immature audience members?
I have nothing to say except I'm gonna bust out laughing.
And we've never seen you here, so why are you here this night?
Yeah, why all of a sudden are you here? Clearly you want to hear what we have to say if you're watching.
Exactly. Okay.
Hey, just get us the views, man. Just get us
the
views.
That's something we get to post as the views. All right, so moving on. Let's go on to our next one.
Yeah.
You want to move on to GTA Mobile Alabama Clan?
Yeah, I was actually gonna bring that up.
Hashtag reopens.
I don't know why the mobile Alabama clan shut down before, but I mean, Jetplay Burns, you want to bring up this whole thing to me? Because I mean, I wasn't familiar with the whole mobile Alabama clan.
Okay, so here. So we received a tip approximately 2 months ago from an internal person inside the clan who was a high command staff member. His name was Flash. He sent in the following statement, and I'll read it to you guys. He goes, I am a high-ranking member in the clan. The full story behind this situation goes like this. About 9 members were doing an AST video for YouTube. That is allowed here. What wasn't was that when head administration told them to stay on our TeamSpeak and that we would make a channel for them and no one would be disturbed, well, that didn't happen. After their video was done being recorded, the people that were in it were all told that they needed to listen to head administration. Well, the member that started it, will remain unnamed, was given the worst punishment and was fully stripped of his rank. He was given his rank back after a 4-day period and only one person left because of this.
Hashtag damn.
Yeah, seriously. So right now, the way they stand, starting back up, they're a total registered user number of 15, so they have 15 users currently. And we've made many attempts to contact Chief Donovan, and he refuses to comment on the situation. And and like we said, when people refuse to comment on situations, we only have this one side of the story, so it doesn't look good on your part. You could totally, say what you have to say. We'll put it out there. It's not like we're gonna moderate what you say, because once you say it, we'll put it out. So who knows?
You gave it to us. I mean, you gave us the information. But this comes called GMAC, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean,
yes, it is. What do you think about that?
Was actually...
Go ahead, Coca.
What I think about the whole punishment was just harsh. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
Mainly, you're probably gonna lose members because of that. I mean, why would you start out with the worst punishment ever? Why would you do that? I mean, that just shows how good you are and that stuff. So yeah.
It just shows like over controlling command staff too. That's definitely an issue with a lot of clans.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to move on from this, or do you guys have anything you want to say regarding this story?
Well, we're actually going to be going back to it in another story, if I'm correct.
Well, we're going to go back to it in a minute. We're going to go on to the next one.
Yeah, I
I
know.
actually
That's what I'm
wanted
saying.
to bring
Because this is
some
something.
more
Because this
information.
is actually still currently going on. What'd you have to say?
I actually wanted to bring up something that you said earlier
What's
about
that?
people not giving us their side of the story,
Mhm.
and it's gonna look bad on them. I want to explain why it's gonna look bad on you because when we post an article about it, saying that guys refuse to actually comment on the story, it just basically means you're hiding something.
Yeah, that
And
also.
usually when people are gonna say, "Oh yeah, they're hiding something," that's not a good plan. So I mean, probably the best thing to do if we come and talk to you or ask you questions and stuff, probably the best thing to do is probably just answer it. I mean, that's probably the best thing to do. I mean, if as a as what I'm gonna state here, you can stay quiet, but it's just gonna look bad on you. That's all.
Yeah. But whatever. All right, so we'll move on to the next part. So we're gonna go on to the high voltage hosting.
Oh god.
Oh
Okay,
yay!
so let's move on to more positive
Oh
things.
god.
High voltage hosting is having a hashtag Black Friday sale. I know it's not Friday anymore, but their sale started on the 26th and goes up until December 2nd. We are currently not aware if they have given away all 30 of their free slots, but they were giving away 30 free 100 slot TeamSpeak servers. All you had to do was go sign up on their website. And you'll be put on the list. If you didn't make the list of 30 people, say you were number 31 or after that, then clearly you didn't get the server. And that's pretty much it. We have on the website, it shows how to apply. All you have to do is go on their website, hover over billing, and click apply for a TeamSpeak, and then wait for their sales team to contact you. It's as simple as that. That's definitely a cool thing, though, for Black Friday to give away a few free servers. That's pretty cool.
I actually want to bring up Black
I'm still a
Friday.
little surprised that they kept it going until December 2nd. Like I'm pretty sure those servers would have been flying off the shelf like nobody's business.
Yeah, I actually want to bring up something about Black Friday because I actually saw a video earlier and it kind of shocked me, but people fighting inside of a store just because all
Oh
this,
yeah.
just because of half price sale or 85% sale. I mean, why fight? Like seriously, there's no point of fighting. It's just it's just stuff that you can easily get. Except more
Yeah.
price, more money after the sale goes away, of course. But
Mhm.
I mean, I was actually at Black Friday, and wow, I'm just gonna tell you the people I saw. There was like 30, 50 inch high definition TVs going on sale for like $120. Talking about this, there was cops right there just standing there, and everybody was fighting over a TV. Like,
That's funny.
really? It's a
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, it's
Well,
kind of sad at the
I
same
mean,
time.
over a TeamSpeak wouldn't be the same. I mean, I
Yeah.
think you'd have the same idea. I mean,
Yeah.
you each get 100 slot TeamSpeak. I mean, come on, right? You get
I mean, it is.
it's free, but it might change and be like, oh,
Yeah,
gotta pay
it's
$5
free.
now. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. All right, so let's move on from this. Now that that's been put out there, we'll go back to the Mobile Alabama Clan,
Also
and
known as Street
this is actually pretty creative. That's something that they're doing, which TN4 the staff members here at TN4 actually like. Um, so what they're doing is they're starting up like most clans do. They start up their own series on their YouTube channels about the clan on LCPDFR, and that's usually what brings like a lot of YouTube channels a lot of fame, things like that. So they came up with a really good idea. I know it's been done before, but it's not. I've never seen anyone do it as a series, or an actual clan do it as a series, let alone like a single person who patrols by himself. But so they came up with the idea to do like pretty much like Cops, the TV show Cops. It's very creative. Even though that GMAC is known for their many shutdowns, we did speak with a few members who state that whoever thought of doing a Cop series episode made a really good idea. So, of course, the feedback with the members, they really liking it. So, um, and one outside community member told us that they think with this new Cop series, they might just get their members back within the community due to not many clans are doing theme patrols based off the TV series Cops anymore. So, and here's the stats on their video as of now. The first GMAC episode was posted on November 27th with 24 views, 9 likes, and 0 dislikes. So, I mean, 24 views for a small YouTube channel, that's decent. That definitely is a decent amount of views with 9 likes. Even if it is, all the clan members who go and watch the video. What do you think about that one, Bert? I think it's a good idea. You guys think it's like a cool idea to do cops?
You know, I think that's a great idea. I mean, it's
Yeah.
very.
I've never seen anyone actually like do it and stick with it. I've seen maybe like one or two from the
I mean,
clan.
maybe they watch every episode every
Mhm.
week, and then they get the idea of, all right, well, let's reenact this in game and
Yeah.
have a couple patrols, and then they'll have their separate patrols. You know,
Yep.
like that's a great idea. You know, and you get real experience from the real police officers and their calls and stuff. You know,
Definitely cool.
definitely a good idea. Carver, you got anything to say on that, man?
I'm sorry, y'all were kind of breaking up for me.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
then we'll skip on your part.
Sorry about
Alright,
that,
so
guys.
let's move on to Mounties Gaming just turned 3 years old. Hashtag happy birthday. This is definitely something that's very big in the LCPDFR community right now. To see, from what we know, I mean, from what we know through Engine and what people have been talking, the longest standing LCPDFR clan, to date. It's definitely a big deal.
That is a big deal.
That's a huge
Jeez.
deal. 3 years.
How long have they been
3
up
years.
for?
They've been up since 2011.
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's give a big up round of applause for the Mounties Gaming.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
You know, it's definitely a huge achievement within the clan.
And you know what? All those
within
command staff
LCPDFR.
members for sticking in as long as they did do definitely deserve a pat on the back for sure.
You know, and Glenn has stuck with it.
And you know
all
what?
the
And by
officials have
Glenn
gone through
sticking
that.
with it, you know what it's got him? It's got him a YouTube channel with over 100,000 subscribers, and that's
And
outrageous.
he's well known with it. And
Yeah.
if I'm correct, people from the real RCMP have seen his videos. Like, I mean, I
That's
know they
very
have
cool.
had the problem with the copyright and the images and saying if they're RCMP.
And you know what? They went with it, and then they changed it, and now it's not like it hurt them.
Yeah, didn't it didn't LCDOJ actually start up the same time as Mounties?
They started up a little after.
But you know, and I know they've had, like I said, all the problems. But that's, they've gotten through that. They changed their name. They've got this at this point. They're probably in the better place that they were before. And they have members that are dedicated. I mean, these members. I mean, their command staff. They've stayed with the entire clan since day one that they've joined, so they have definitely dedication within the LCPR community and the clan, and you do definitely enjoy the theme of RCMP,
Yeah.
which is a lot of people I know get tired of it, but to me, in all honesty, I enjoy the
And they're
theme of it.
probably one of the nicest, well put together car packs in LCPDFR as well.
Oh, most definitely.
Keeping cars low poly, like
That is true.
anyone who's ever tried to start up a clan, you realize that you have to keep your pack low poly to help, keep people who can't run the game as well in game and not crashing constantly. And they've done that. They have amazing cars that are all low poly, well, or at least most of them are, You at least have to have a majority of them low poly. And, I mean, good for them. And we're curious as to see, where they go when GTA 5 for PC hits the market, and what they do with LCPDFR and GTA 4 if they either let it go or they keep it going until that eventually is no longer hosted by anyone.
Yep. Actually, let's go ahead and have a poll right now. Like, let us all three actually say. I'm gonna say a couple options. I want everyone in the in the chat, and including you Burns, and JPlay to actually tell me what you think. I mean, we have a couple options about what they're gonna do when GTA 5 comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Either one, they're gonna shut down GTA 4 clan and go straight to GTA 5, or two, they're not even gonna go to GTA 5 and just stick with GTA 4. Or three, they're gonna do both. I mean, I say they're probably.
I
Gonna
definitely
do
think
both.
they're gonna do both too as well. Definitely gonna do both. I don't know. That's
What do you think,
just
Burns?
my opinion. It would be dumb for them to totally drop the GTA 4 in total.
Yeah, well, I want to answer a question before we.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, people think that why we hate on these clans or post anything about these clans that we were kicked out from them. We were never kicked out of. We might have been kicked out of different clans, but we have not been kicked out of these clans because of a certain reason.
Well,
and
majority
about this.
majority of the clans I've been in, and I'm not even talking about the ones that I've ran, but the ones I've been in have either shut down due to drama, and this is before TN4 was even up. So yes, people, drama did exist before TN4. Don't worry.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of the clans I was in shut down because the command staff members couldn't keep it together. Definitely, a lot of them couldn't keep it together.
Look at who we have. We have Ranger Scope with Mounties Gaming.
Just wait and see.
You mean Glenn?
Glenn, appreciate you coming over, but
Yeah.
you know, we were just talking about the clan, but you know, like I've been in the clan personally, and you know, I've had my reasons why I was out, but I still enjoy the clan. I cannot
Yeah.
say I don't.
You know.
And people tell me, "Oh yeah, you kicked out, and that's why you're doing this, and that."
So what if you did join Mounties? You know, like. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
joined, but I was in it
if
for
you
one
can't get it,
day. I
if
did the
you can't get
training,
in,
and
like,
I didn't like it. So, and that's nothing against him. I just wasn't comfortable around the people. And that's something that's people's choice. It's not looked down upon. So of course I left, but I was only in there for like a day.
and and you did tell me you did not enjoy the theme,
Yeah, and
which is perfectly
that's
acceptable.
and there's nothing against that. Like, that's you have to like the theme. That's what makes people want to join. Is because you actually
Yeah, I
like the
mean,
police force that it is.
yeah, what Mounties Gaming actually has going with what Glenn actually has going is that he actually made Mounties Gaming, also known as RCMP, into probably the most realistic GTA 4
Oh,
clan
definitely.
ever to be made.
Yeah.
Like literally, he lives in Canada. I would definitely say that he lives in Canada,
Well, everyone
so
knows
he
that.
knows about it all.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so we're
So
gonna
he
move on
knows.
from this story. Yeah, because of time, things like that.
But Glenn, if you're still in here, we all did congratulate you and plan for definitely a good 3 years. And I know you said in your live stream another 3 years. I mean, that's if GTA 5 allows you to mod, man. So, your luck.
All right.
But move
So
on.
we'll move on to the next one. This is a big one. People seem to be a little upset about. Let me just go ahead and get the picture up.
All right. So,
Okay, so
Oh
this
yeah,
is
we
Liberty
actually
City
had
Department of
multiple people.
Justice, otherwise known as LCDOJ, hashtag Skype love affair. Now, we posted multiple stories before about this is all allegedly because, like we said, when people don't answer or they refuse to comment, this is all we have. This is all the information we can give you. We can't give you what they said about the situation, so this has happened multiple times. We've been told about these alleged love affairs with Polecat and some of his younger members within his community. Polecat has refused to comment on every single story. So what we leave you here is with alleged because we don't have an answer from Polecat. We have nothing pretty much to run off of except from what the person Brennan V had told us, and what he had told other members. And so, yeah, let's just get into it right now. I just wanted to clear that up before we start to talk about it. So, we are currently, right now, our team is reviewing all the information we have received about this to, confirm its legitimacy. Um, and pretty much what happened here is we have a man, or a boy, or whatever he is, Brennan V. We don't have his actual age. Oh, actually, he's under the age of 17. So we don't have his actual age, but we do know he's under the age of 17. And apparently Polka has been bringing him into his channel, a locked channel where no one can see in. And Polkat's been, talking things with him, like the stories we covered with Brian, the stories we covered with, who was the person before Brian? Does anyone know? Oh no, it was after Brian. The story we covered with Mike 297, which we did put up a story back to that. Mike had denied everything that had happened. None of that was true. So we put that
yeah.
up there, and so pretty much this is what we have again. We have another allegation of something going on with Director Polkat, another one of his younger members. We do have 3 separate sources at different dates who told us that Brennan V is an active member within the LCDOJ clan, and he is actively a part of their command staff.
Like, why would you go ahead and do something like this?
Especially being as well known as he is through YouTube. If this is true, being as well known as he is through YouTube, it's someone's choice to be gay. That's not what we're picking at. It's the fact that he's over 18.
It's just, well,
We're not
yeah.
like he has every choice to do whatever he wants. We're not judging whether he's gay or not. It's the matter with like the younger members and it not technically being legal.
That is true.
But like, we're not trying to say that they're dating at all. When we've had the Brian story, them dating. I mean, no, I mean that was out for at least a week, and everybody was on that story. but nobody really knew about the Mike 297, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
So we posted it.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, we posted that, and now everybody like basically knows about it. And then this new one with Brennan, like now it's just a constant theme. Are we gonna have in December? Are we gonna have like a Christmas game or something? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
Christmas affair.
maybe he even had Thanksgiving. I mean, I'm not saying anything, but you know, it's just get somebody near your own age, you know, like younger and
Somebody that's legal.
in your clan. You know,
You know, if this
please.
is true, it's definitely, you know, he should probably look into changing some things around.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you know that can land someone in a lot of trouble. Definitely, you know, big time.
Mm, you know, stay between us. I
Hmm.
mean, because if the police found out and everything, definitely he's gonna be in big trouble.
Yeah.
Plus I mean, he's definitely gotten personal with these guys if this is where it comes to, you know.
Yep.
So
Okay, so we can move on from this. Let's see. So our next story
That's
is
pretty much the.
we have a breaking news story that we wanted to come with you to since
Oh,
our
yeah.
guest special guest could not make it tonight, Cam Slice. We had something we wanted to bring to you guys. So this was a story about the AST shutdown. This is the AST that was run by Mike Legit and AST Fowler. From what we were being told from Cam Slice and what we've been told from other commissioners, the Klan was not shut down due to the reason that Fowler had told us on his last interview, which was last week. He said that the Klan was shut down due to drama, and that's also not a lie because it definitely was shut down due to drama. But here was the main reason that we were told, and this is what the commissioners have told us. So of course these are legitimate sources who had told us these things, and so he said that the Klan was shut down due to Hamey, who was a deputy commissioner at the time. Hamey and R. Griffin. Apparently, they both had made the decision that they were going to remove Mike Legit and Fowler from their positions and take over and totally revamp the entire clan.
Damn.
So, yeah. So this is definitely something new that we're hearing. And, you know, I mean, what do you think about that one, Burns? Or Cobra?
you know, I mean, we know we've had so many stories within AST when they were open, and now it's just like, who do we believe? I mean, Fowler was taking power, trying to take over. Then we had Cam Slice's incident. You know, it all comes together, and it's just like, was their command staff even working as a command staff? I mean, overall, they most likely were arguing every day about certain things, at least.
Yeah.
And now they're, I think they've all went to separate clans except for a couple they've stick together. But you know, it's just a recurring cycle within each clan that either Fowler starts up or Cam starts up. It's. I mean, they're running a clan right now, if I'm correct. Yes.
Yes, they are.
Yeah. So I mean,
I believe we
now it's
covered
going
that
well.
in the last interview. Yeah, right now, of course, it's going well, and you know, no one ever knows any of their internal issues except for themselves. So I mean, nothing's really going to show
Yes.
until the clan shuts down and someone wants to talk. You know. So that's pretty much what we wait on.
Yeah. And his clan right now is going far. I mean, it's pretty well so far. And Fowler, you're coming on right now. Like I said, there was definitely time. I mean, most of the time, like you said, right now, there was always trouble. I would assume yes, because of all the problems that you guys had. I mean, either command staff wasn't working together, or you're under. I wouldn't know how to put it. I don't know what you call people under like lieutenant and stuff like that.
Rookies.
Non-command staff members.
Yeah, well, non-command staff members. You know, they either they work on problems with them, stuff like that. And now you're saying, like you said, drama free. You weren't drama free in AST, my dude.
Yeah.
Your clan now may be drama-free. That's a different story, but
I'm just gonna be honest with you. JFA and Burns might agree with me on this. But like, you'll say that your clan is drama
Wait,
free.
hold on. I want to cover something that Wilson Kamarsi, or however you say his last
Oh
name,
my
just said.
god,
It says
really?
TN4 equals TMZ. Now, here's something that we want a lot of people to know. You know, our website link for a reason is TN4 RPG, which means TN4 roleplay gossip. Gossip. So yes, we are TMZ. We don't we don't want to consider ourselves a CNN like Simtrix does. That's not what we're about. But TMZ doesn't spread lies. They spread alleged things that are told by legitimate people. We have proof to back it up, and we always do back it up. Whether, when people don't want to talk, it doesn't help, their case. That's why people always think we're lying because the other person hasn't gotten a chance to talk. It's because they refuse to talk to us. So there's not much we can do there. If maybe everyone, when people want to start to comply and maybe like answer back, maybe they can start to look a lot better. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, there's a reason for all this, but
I mean, as I was saying, and Jeffrey and Burns will agree with me, you'll say that your clan is drama free now, but just wait in the future, there will be drama. No matter what, there is not one single clan
I'm pretty
in the
sure, like,
LC.
Mounties Gaming's dealt with drama,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
they've
you're
gotten
gonna
over
have
it.
drama.
The whole thing is you gotta get over it.
Exactly.
So, you know,
Dramas in every clan. You don't
Yeah.
realize it? Well,
Seriously.
it's kind of
Big
your
time.
fault. I mean, it's all over.
hmm
Every
Well,
clan, every clan has it.
yeah, every clan has it. You can't stop it.
Yep.
And it's kind of like it's like a virus. It just spreads through your clan and affects all your members. And you know what you got to do? You have to try and heal those people. You have to try and heal those people as fast as you can in order to save them.
Oh yeah.
And that's that.
And I don't think there's ever a way to even stop it. To be honest, either you just kick the person out who started the drama, or you lost a member there, and you take it or leave it.
Yep.
And Blue Mist, you're saying, so I can come to you and lie about a clan. Example, I say Glenn fucked a clan member, so you believe it? No, because we have no proof that he did. We're not gonna put something
We
up
have
that we
proof.
did not have proof.
The person who told us is the person who Polecat was allegedly talking to. This is the person that had told us. He has confirmed that he is a member there. And of course, when Polecat doesn't want to answer back, I mean, what do you want us to do?
Yeah, and we've contacted him.
And you know what,
He
Cynthia
has-
Cynthia Williams, you have a very good point when it comes to showing evidence. You may not think that our sources are legitimate because we always say this person's anonymous. But the only reason why we write the story and we put anonymous is because we respect that member and we know that that member is a legitimate source, and it's usually command staff inside of a clan. And this is, of course, why we write the stories, because we trust them, we believe them, and we know that they tell the truth. They're big inside of a clan. Why are they going to sit there and lie to me? They want to stay in the clan, but they also want to let us know what's going on.
Look, we have to. Well, we technically have to keep it. We say we keep all of our information to ourselves, which we do. We keep people anonymous. That's why you don't hear certain names that who came out with the story. I mean, if you know who it is, keep it to yourself. If you want to go spread it, go right ahead. We didn't tell you to.
Yeah.
We keep it to ourselves. We know who did it, and that's it. And we post. We have to post the truth that comes into our tips.
See, all right, Apillo, we don't accuse people.
Oh my god.
We say allegedly. I don't understand when people don't. Alright, because it's different than me saying Polecat is dating that member or Polecat is allegedly dating that member. We're not accusing him. Until he says that he is not, we're leaving it as alleged. Once he says he is not, and he confirms that he's not, we're going to put up a story saying that Polecat has told us that he is not. Do you see like the pattern there? I don't know if anyone's understanding that or not.
Yeah, and we only have it up there because I mean, if he's dating somebody from the clan, that's all on him. But if he doesn't want to tell anybody, that's cool. But we have just the tip, and we just put what's out there that we have.
All right, Blue Mist, here. I want to answer this question right now. So he's saying I'm possibly an RCMP and say Glenn was sexual towards me, so that makes it real. Now, if you were Shimon Buns and you were to say that, of course, you're a legitimate source. We know who you are, and we're going to take what you say. And yes, we're going to write it, but we're going to keep it as alleged. You may say that this actually happened, but we're going to say it's alleged until we, of course, talk to Glenn. Like, I don't know what people don't understand about that. But
Yeah,
I'm done trying
actually,
to defend that. People need to understand it. So
let me actually bring up one more thing. A comment that was posted by a guy named Codename Haswell, saying, "Why are you making assumptions just because Polecat doesn't want to talk to the media?" Well, we don't make assumptions. If so, as I said, as what we said earlier, is that if Polecat doesn't want to talk to us, we're gonna put that he refused to comment. Okay, and when that happens, it's gonna look bad on him.
we don't
So
want it
you
to look
just
bad on
gotta.
him. I mean, we're hoping that he comes forward and says, "No, I am not," dating a member or talking to the member. Because once he does, we're gonna post a story, and then people will say, "Oh, well, he's not." Okay.
Wait, so I want to go on with whoever asked about the Glenn thing that he was talking to me sexually. Like, if you know Glenn's reputation, and overall, we all would know that he wouldn't do that. But that could all change within that incident if somebody told us. Like, if somebody tells us on the chat, which we talk about all the time, if you tell us, oh yeah, Glenn talked sexual to me, we're not gonna.
Hey, wait, oh, hold on. Apillos just said this, and this is a good point. He said then Glenn would say no, of course, and then the story would go away. Yeah, there it is. The story would go away. I know it may seem like a waste of time, but it's something we're told. So both sides are always going to be out there. We don't know the truth. How are we ever to know the truth?
Well,
There's always two sides of the story, and then there's the truth.
well, don't
All we
don't
can
think.
get is both of those sides of the story. This isn't CNN saying this plane had crashed on this airfield, and yes, this happened at this time. We can't say that because we don't know.
Well, no. Don't think just because Glenn says no, he has the power to say that. Like, just because, all right, and he comes to talk to us on the team, he says no. That doesn't mean you think we're gonna take it down. Not necessarily. Like, just because he tells no. I mean, we have the story, and you might think because he's all high up, don't think he's like the huge command staff of LCPDFR. In reality, he's not. He just runs a clan that's huge. He doesn't have the power. Don't think he has the power to do that.
To do what?
I mean, he can come on and so say he says no, and if he says no, he says no. But how do we know if he's just trying to get rid of it and say?
So
Yeah,
then
I
there
didn't
you
do
go.
that.
So
We'll
all
have a
we can
different-
say is that he said no, and that this other person said yes, and we leave it at that. We can't say that. We can't get to the middle of it and say what actually really happened because we don't know.
Yeah.
We can
Let
only
me
post
just.
two sides.
Can I bring up something real fast before
Yeah.
this comment goes away? This comment made by Shot Knocker or whatever it's called, whatever your name is, saying "hang yourself." You got to be careful about what you say around in
Honestly,
public
cover, it's not
thing.
even worth your time acknowledging it.
I know. I'm just saying.
So let's move on from
Just
that. We'll
careful
just
about what
not
you
even
say.
acknowledge it. Whatever. So basically, we're in the Q&A right now, so we'll leave it at that. So I'll put up the picture here, and we'll just keep it
if you
going
guys
from there.
have any more
We have
problems
6
or
more minutes.
questions, just
Yeah,
come on to us. Like, come on to the PR server and talk about it. Like, this is not the time to worry about it. We're here. Yeah, it's the PR server. And talk about it. Like, if you have any problems with us, please come to us. Maybe we can fix things, maybe we can't. It's just we want to be honest with everybody, and that's we're posting things honestly, and we're not trying to be biased about it, which we can't be biased. And if you definitely have a problem, please, there's a complaint form on the site.
Wait, so hold on. Actually, supposedly, since we can't take this into actual, we can't say this is legitimately Brennan, the actual one who's involved in the story. And he's saying right now, he said, haha, I never said anything. We did actually talk to him. We're not going to go over comments and say that this is the real one and ask you questions here, because it's not, there's a process involved. If you want to get in touch with us, you're more than welcome to come on our PR server and talk. And so we're not really going to get into that right now because that's pointless. We're not going to do it in front of an audience because that's,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, if he wants to talk and he wants to clear himself, he'll come on our TeamSpeak, and then we'll have a story posted by tomorrow. But there's not much we can do. We're not going to do it over in front of an audience right now.
Yeah. And you told Cobra not to acknowledge it. Like, if you're gonna tell us to kill ourselves, like because we post something, like
don't post it in public.
whatever. Like, that can technically be considered what? Bullying? Cyberbullying, right?
It's bullying if the person does kill themselves. It's manslaughter. So yeah.
So, I mean, just watch what you say. Please.
Yeah. Real quick, I actually saw a question earlier that was sent to us. at the beginning of this, asking how old we are. I mean, we should tell them how old we are because everyone's saying that we're 20, we're 13, we're 9. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not afraid to tell my age. I'm 20. I ain't got a problem with it. I'm
And I'm
happy to be
19.
20.
Yeah, my age.
I'm happier to
stays
be
anonymous.
older than most of you people who are watching now. To be quite honest with you.
My age stays anonymous.
Because you can
and
see
any-
the immaturity of all of you with the comments that you
Yes.
post. Clearly, you don't understand.
And like I said, I'm gonna say
Honestly, right now, Codename Haswell, if everyone hates us,
go right
our
ahead.
views wouldn't be higher than they ever were now.
No, but listen.
Yeah, I mean, look at this.
Everybody hates Burns. Like I don't care.
No one's saying that we know laws. I could care less if we know laws. Whatever Cobra says is what Cobra says. It doesn't mean we're not lawyers, we're not police officers.
We have one thing that we follow by.
We're not here
and
to.
it's the First Amendment. That's it.
Yeah.
Like it's on the
Freedom
site
of
and
speech. We say it the way we can and the way we legally can without defaming anyone.
Well, if you consider us like CNN, that's your.
He
own
can't go to prison if we say he
opinion.
is possibly a pedophile.
Like I mean, they'd definitely have to go to his house, do this and that. They can't just go ahead, sue. I mean, definitely they're gonna do an investigation. Like we got our investigation, but they're gonna do more. Definitely on a police investigation. Not
Wait, so hold on. I'm gonna put this
TN4
out here now,
investigation.
Brennan. If you actually want to make a statement instead of going along with all this, so instead of keeping you as an accused person who's talking to Polecat, maybe you would come on and try and put your side of the story out there instead of acting immature and keeping things going the way they are now. But that's fine if that's the way you want the story to stay out there without you giving your side of the story. Then that's that. Not much we can do.
I think if you are Brendan, come on to the PR server. But if anybody else has a complaint, submit a complaint form. That's why we have it.
Yeah.
Rarely we do talk about stuff on the PR, but I mean I know it's public relations, but at the moment, if you guys are hating and stuff like that, that's your own choice to hate on us. We're not hating on you.
You're taking your own time out of your night where you could be doing something productive and you're watching our show. There's clearly a reason behind it.
Yeah.
People say that they hate us. Yeah. Why are they looking at the articles and why are they watching us right now?
Yeah, like.
Hold on. Brennan, we'll privately message you over YouTube when the show's over.
Yeah, there's some problems. But we kind of have to end the show.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and end the show now. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so thanks guys for watching. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Alright, so thanks guys for watching. We'll see you next Saturday, definitely. Hopefully we should definitely have a special live guest booked for next week. So Burns, Cobra, you want to say goodbye?
Well, nothing else to say. I mean, if you guys want to, let's go right ahead. But we're, you can do what you want, man. You come find me, and I'll see you at the door. All right?
Okay, bye guys. Just
keep the
an
peace.
eye out on. Just keep an eye out for next Saturday for our next live stream. I can't. Oh my god.